The Operation Vanguard Task Force is calling for discipline and compliance with the law by all stakeholders, especially small-scale miners, as the time to lift the ban draws closer.
This is to consolidate the gains made in halting pollution of water bodies and land degradation. GBC 24's reporter Clara Mlano was at Obuasi, the headquarters of the Operation Vanguard Task Force, and brings us this report by courtesy Newmont, Ghana.
We are going to Amazia Central, hit the river. The Riverine will do their show, they'll cover. After that, we'll do the land component and come back.
Commissioned into action 16 months ago, the officers and men of Operation Vanguard Task Force conducted 1,800 operations. By November 2018, they had made 1,795 arrests, seized and immobilized 614 excavators. In addition, they seized 5,739 dredging equipment, 84 vehicles and 84 motorbikes. Introduction of the military in the crusade against illegal mining was to firmly bring the activities to a halt. Their scope of operation covers both water and land, initially in 3 regions: Western, Ashanti and Eastern. Later, Central region was included, and so is Brongahafo region to be included in areas of operation. Operational strength of the Joint Task Force comprises 450 military and 450 police personnel. At about 11:20 a.m., the operation was launched on River Oda under the officer in charge, Lieutenant General Winfred Akogo. River Oda is a tributary to River Ofin. The patrol was to last for 2 hours.
Ghana Navy and then the Marines from Police Service. We are joint task force and we are embarking on River Oda. We are heading towards Krobo.
Would you say there has been an improvement on the state of the water?
I may say there has been just a little improvement on it.
The Hamilton has caused the river to recede, all seemed quiet in the first 1 hour of sailing. This was a taboo day in the tradition of the people, observed as such by miners who stay out of activity. At every 40 days, new activities permitted in mining communities, and according to folklore, it is to help conserve nature.
We've had lots of mining activities. As you can see around, you've seen that they've dug some pits just to be able to get whatever mineral they want to get from the ground. So as they dig, they wash whatever they need to get, they wash it in the river, and with the chemicals they use, it destroys aquatic life.
So far, some sanity has prevailed, but operations in unauthorized areas, water bodies and forest reserves are still done undercover, out of reach of the surveillance team. This forest is among the places battered by miscreants prospecting natural resources. The sound of our outboard motor gave us out, and most of the miners absconded before the patrol team could get on site. Two were arrested and sent to the neighboring police station and their equipment immobilized. The team couldn't carry some of the equipment out of sight due to the size of the boat. These are part of the items discovered here on site. Chopstick, normally used by Asians. And we know that Chinese are the most popular group of people to be engaged in mining or illegal mining here in Ghana. So having seen this here, this place has been mined by Chinese, or Chinese men are on site here and they're still engaged in the illegal mining activities. According to small-scale miners, chamfine machines introduced by the Chinese made mining much easier. At every 10 meters interval, 13 discovered new chamfine machines, either working before we got there or had just finished the day's work. In all, about 25 chamfine machines were destroyed. It appeared the course of the river had been diverted by the miners to suit their activities. Deceived by this, the team missed its way. A journey supposed to last 2 hours took about 11 hours. Every minute counts to us as we paced against time. It was normal routine for the task force, certainly not for a civilian like me. The task force relies on informants and other intelligence as leads. Work such as this requires timely information, but after 16 months of operation, the Operation Vanguard Task Force is yet to get drones for their work. A visit few months ago by the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Mr. Kwekwa Sumatreme, to the Forward Operating Base West, revealed that some had the privilege of undertaking trainings in the use of drones, but the drones were taken back to Accra after the training exercise. 6, 7, 8, 9 p.m. and the patrol was still on. Few minutes later, the rays of light brought some relief, which was an indication that the team was approaching a neighboring town. The boats finally berthed and 3 soldiers left. Later that night, whilst in the bush, to our surprise, some illegal miners had arrived and were assembling their champagne machine to work on River Oda. Stealthy, nocturnal activity indeed. Assessing the performance sheet of the task force 1 year on, experts lauded the move, but critics faulted the justice system for failing to complement the work of the anti-galamsey task force, treating culprits with kid gloves. Sentences meted out were also not deterrent enough, and conviction rate was low. For GBC 24, Clara Mlanu reporting.